There's a road in my town that doesn't exist on any map. Google doesn't show it. Apple doesn't show it. If you zoom in close enough, the satellite image just shows trees, solid green, no break in the canopy. But if you drive 10 minutes east of town, past the old grain silos and the rusted welcome sign that says population 4,302, you'll see it. The pavement narrows, the center line disappears, and the forest leans in too close on both sides. My name's Evan, and I've lived here my entire life. Everyone in town knows about the road, and no one drives it after dark. In a small town, rules don't get written down. They just exist. You don't walk near the river alone in spring, you don't trespass on Old Man Keller's land, and you don't take that road at night. Nobody remembers when it first appeared. That's the weird part. It's not like someone built it and we all just forgot. There were no construction crews, no detours, no county announcements. One day, as far as anyone can tell, it was just there. Older people in town claim it used to be a logging trail, but if you press them, they can't say which company cut it or when the logging stopped. And logging roads don't look like that. They're cracked, washed out, uneven, but this one looks maintained. Too smooth, too clean, like it's being taken care of. When we were kids, we'd ride our bikes as far as the silos and dare each other to coast down the first stretch. Even during the day, something felt off. No birds sang, no squirrels crossed, no insects buzzing in the ditch, just trees, perfect rows of them, like they'd been planted, deliberately. If you stood at the edge long enough, you'd notice something else. The air didn't move, no breeze, no leaves rustling, just stillness. And if you listened closely, you could almost convince yourself you heard something far off in the trees. Not an animal, not wind, just a low hum. We told ourselves it was power lines. There weren't any. The first real story I ever heard about the road came from Hannah's older brother. He swore that when he was 16, he drove it at night with two friends. He said the mile markers kept resetting, that no matter how long they drove, it always said mile 2. He also said they saw a house. We laughed at him. Small town ghost stories always involve a house. But he got serious when he described it. He said the porch light was on, and someone was standing there, facing away. That detail stuck with me for years. Junior year, we finally decided to try it. It was Tyler's idea to actually commit. Worst case, he said, we waste gas. It was October, the kind of night where the sky looks bruised purple before it goes black. Cold enough that the windows fog if you breathe too hard. It was me, Tyler, Hannah, and Cole. We left just after 10:30 p.m. Town was quiet. Only the gas station lights were still on, and the diner had already closed. As we passed the welcome sign, Hannah read it out loud. 4,302. She always did that, like she was checking the number hadn't changed. We turned east, past the silos, past the barn, and onto the road. The moment the truck crossed onto it, the headlights seemed weaker. Not dimmer, just absorbed. The trees swallowed the beams. The center line disappeared behind us. No streetlights, no reflectors, just smooth, black asphalt. The radio began to hiss almost immediately. Tyler tapped it. The music cut out. Static. He switched stations. More static. Cole checked his phone. No service. Hannah checked hers. Nothing. I checked mine. No bars. That close to town, that shouldn't happen. We passed the first mile marker. Everything felt normal enough. Uncomfortable, but normal. Then we passed another marker. Tyler slowed. You guys saw that too, right? No one laughed. No one said it was nothing. We kept going. The road stretched longer than it should have. 10 minutes passed, then 15. It should have curved back toward the highway by now. Instead, it stayed straight. Too straight, like it had been drawn with a ruler. Then the forest changed. The trees grew taller, thicker, closer together. Their trunks looked identical. Same pale bark scars, same bends in the branches. We passed a crooked tree with a broken limb shaped like a hook. 5 minutes later, we passed it again. That's when Hannah whispered, "We're not moving." But we were. The speedometer said 45, the engine vibrated, the scenery just repeated. Then we saw the house. It appeared suddenly as if the headlights revealed it into existence. Small farmhouse, peeling paint, porch light flickering, no driveway, no fence, no sign of life. Except there was someone standing on the porch, tall, completely still, facing away from us. The light flickered. On, off, on. Each time it went dark, the figure seemed slightly closer to the edge of the porch. We hadn't seen it walk. It just shifted. Cole whispered, "Do not stop." But he had already slowed down. As we rolled past, the figure's head tilted slightly, not turning toward us, just tilting, like it was listening. The radio crackled again, and through the static I heard something, a whisper, my name. Evan. Clear as if someone was sitting in the back seat. I spun around. Nothing there. When I looked forward again, the house was gone. No clearing, no porch, just trees. That's when Tyler tried to turn around. He swung the truck in a wide arc. The headlights faced back the way we'd come. Only there was no road. Just forest. Dense, unbroken, no asphalt, no markers, no sky between the branches. Just trees pressed tight together. Cole started swearing under his breath. Hannah was crying. Tyler threw the truck into reverse. The tires spun. The engine screamed. We didn't move. Then headlights appeared in the trees, too high up, at least 10 feet above the ground. They flicked on all at once. Two pale beams, not attached to a vehicle, just floating between trunks. They didn't approach. They didn't sway. They just stared at us. The radio came alive. Static thickened. Then a voice, calm, measured. 4,299. The headlights flickered. Closer, not moving, just nearer. The distance compressed. Hannah screamed, and suddenly, the truck lurched backward, hard. We were on pavement again. Clear road behind us, mile marker 1 to our right. We didn't question it. Tyler hit the gas, and we didn't slow down until we reached town. The next morning, I walked past the welcome sign. I don't know why, I just had to. It read, "Population 4,299. I stared at it until my vision blurred. What could have happened? I thought. I called Tyler. No answer. I drove to his house. No truck, curtains drawn, mailbox empty. I asked his neighbor if they'd seen him or his parents. They looked confused. Seen who? Tyler. They shook their heads. There was no Tyler. Not here, not ever. Hannah remembered him. So did Cole. But when we tried talking about it around anyone else, it was like the name slid off them. Like we were describing someone imaginary. We went back to the road 2 days later, in daylight. It was still there. Pavement smooth, trees still. Only now, it showed up on GPS, clearly labeled, with a name none of us had ever heard before. And if you zoom in close enough on satellite view, you can see something else. A small farmhouse, set back from the road, porch light on. And standing on the porch is someone tall, still, facing away, waiting. The population sign still reads 4,299, and sometimes late at night when the town is quiet, I hear a truck engine outside my window, idling, like it's waiting for me to get back in and finish the drive.